Developing this morning, the future of Louisville's consent decree is now in question following a shift in the Department of Justice under President Trump. The Associated Press reports internal memos from the department are calling for a freeze on civil rights litigation. That would include police reform agreements finalized by the Biden administration within the last 90 days, like Louisville's consent decree. The reforms were negotiated after the Department of Justice uncovered civil rights violations following the shooting of Breonna Taylor. The decree is still awaiting approval from a federal judge. It's unclear how long the litigation freeze may last.
Right now, many of you are still experiencing delays in mail delivery since the winter storm.
From bills to medications, it's causing real problems for people.
We got Jim Stratman with us right now with a response from the post office. And it seems like the post office response is, we get it, just be patient.
Yeah, and I think that's what they can say at this point. But for people who are still waiting on bills or packages or even medications, I mean, that's a response that may be frustrating for those people. The post office has acknowledged the delays, and they are insisting that they are working as fast as possible to correct them. Our team has been looking into your complaints for days now. Tuesday, we told you about a woman who was waiting on medication that's stuck at a distribution center here in Louisville. We also heard from Contessa Williams, who told us that her mother is having to pay late fees on bills because they just showed up too late to her mailbox. Williams pays for a P.O. box inside the post office distribution center, and even then she says she's not getting her mail delivered on time.
Why would it be late? You know, it comes straight here, so it should be put into my mailbox at the post office. So why would it be just as late as it is for someone that lives in the neighborhood, even in a storm?
A USPS spokesperson has apologized for the inconvenience that customers are experiencing. They said the distribution site is processing all the mail and packages as quickly as possible. Now, you can also reach out to the post office directly if you have questions or concerns. I'll walk you through that step by step coming up in the next half hour of GMK. Grace, Eric?
All right, Jim, thank you so very much. A Louisville man or a Louisville firefighter is facing charges of assault after ramming his car into two people. Police say Louisville Fire Sergeant Ramiro Rodriguez got into an argument with a tow company over a fee last week. Police say he followed a tow driver to their lot and threatened him before being asked to leave by two other employees. And that is when, according to police, Rodriguez rammed his car into both of them. Those two employees are recovering. Rodriguez was arrested last week and released on bond. The Louisville Fire Department said he's on paid administrative leave.
A WHAS11 focus team investigation has found some homeless shelters and organizations in Louisville are operating without shelter licenses. It comes after the team first reported last week that the city's largest homeless shelter, Wayside Christian Mission, has been without a license since 2023. We now know the Volunteers of America's Unity House shelter also hasn't had a license since 2021. It says the city is aware and the shelter is working towards compliance. We've also learned the Salvation Army's 200-person shelter hasn't had a license since this past September. According to a city website, operating a shelter without a license is prohibited. Major Mark Hunter with the Salvation Army says the city did not notify them when their license expired.
It would have been helpful. But, you know, we are where we are, and so we need to just move forward, get our license, and continue to do the great work that we do here at the Salvation Army.
Now, the Salvation Army did apply for a new license this week. Hunter says they've passed other inspections, and he's confident they'll get a new license. Nina Mosley with Wayside Christian Mission has also reapplied and told us she expects a license to be granted soon. She says all the required inspections have happened or have been scheduled. To see our full investigation, you can head to our website, WHAS11.com. We got it there for you on the homepage.
Kentucky's street camping ban is being challenged by a woman who was cited while she was in labor. The woman says she gave birth in September on the same day she was cited by police under the new ban created under the Safer Kentucky Act. Her attorneys have filed to dismiss the citation and declare the ban invalid, arguing it violates both U.S. and Kentucky constitutions. They say the law could criminalize innocent behaviors like falling asleep in a park. The woman is expected back in court on January 29th.
And a Louisville woman is suing the Metro Police Department and Metro Safe dispatchers after she says a domestic violence call went ignored for hours, leaving her with permanent injuries. According to the suit, the incident happened January 12th of 2024 when neighbors called 911 to report sounds of violence and aggressive behavior coming from the woman's apartment. It allegedly took 3 hours for police to respond. Attorney David Barber says domestic violence calls are supposed to be treated as high priority, according to LMPD's standard operating procedures. He says in this case, police failed to follow those protocols.
There's no explanation in the records that they provided us for why 2 units were dispatched and then cleared the call less than 2 minutes later and never went out there. The final thing the dispatcher says is, we're going to get somebody out there right away. And that is what they're supposed to do. It's not discretionary.
The woman claims she had to have multiple surgeries and the incident left her with brain damage. The lawsuit seeks compensatory and punitive damages for negligence and gross negligence. LMPD and MetroSafe have not commented. The suspect in the domestic violence case faces multiple felony charges, including first-degree assault and kidnapping.
The record-breaking streak at the Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport continues. For the second year in a row, the airport says it broke its passenger traffic record. The airport welcomed more than 4.8 million people last year. That's nearly a 4% increase in passengers over 2023. Since 2019, the airport has seen 4 of its 5 busiest years ever.